Well, decided just to try this go live session. See if anybody joins up on my way to doing some stuff. Kind of got an important. Okay, who just joined? Who's that? That's in here. I don't even know if I could see. I'm on. It's the first time I've ever done it the way I'm doing it. Anyway, I just wanted to shoot a video while I'm on my way to my football game because I was watching another video from another fellow anxiety sufferer, and he recovered. And it makes a lot of sense, and sometimes I forget the basic acceptance methods. And for someone like me, I think acceptance is such a hard thing to do. Channel much more better than mine, and in the sense that he's made a full recovery using no medications or any of that stuff. So he really is an inspiration to me. But so I went back and I revisited his channel, and I know for a fact, even with my chronic pain, I know I have two different subsets of people in my subscriber list, and that's some with chronic pain, some with anxiety, but most of that is overlapping. So I don't even think I've met, and I've probably talked with more in excess of 100 men, some women with pain issues, especially of the pelvic variety, and they all had suffered previously from anxiety. So anyway, this is about acceptance. Like even then, it was about acceptance. And when I look back and think, either it's God that wants me to accept this and find that balance. True, my trip is so hard. Some of these things that you hear in these books, when you hear them, you just feel so hopeful, and it sounds encouraging. But then to put that to practice is a whole different thing. So, but true acceptance, I was reminded, is not to question why I feel this way. And I believe that my brain is so conditioned, and people like me, we're so conditioned when we feel this way too. I mean, I might even feel fine right now. I don't know. But I'm constantly questioning, do I feel fine? Am I going to feel worse? What should I not take, or what should I not eat, or did that gluten last night affect me, or did it affect my sleep? Am I getting too much REM sleep? Am I not getting enough deep sleep? Am I not sleeping enough? Why am I waking up so much in the night? Why is that affecting me? Is that the number one reason? Is it the Benadryl that I took, or is it the NyQuil making me feel this way? And this is just the tip of the iceberg for me. I mean, I don't think that I have all these thoughts. When you really start to think, I'm like, wow, these are the thoughts that I'm having. I'm constantly. This is the opposite of acceptance. There's like two of me. There's the part of me here, and then there's the part of me that's conditioned and traumatized, that's trying to protect me. It's that part of me that is constantly saying, okay, do not do these things because you're going to feel awful. And so I avoid, that avoidance behavior starts, and then I start to become borderline, agoraphobic, or, those sort of things. One thing, though, that is different from me and some of these general anxiety people, like, I've seen all different subtypes, health anxiety. Thank God I don't have that. OCD, I don't really have that anymore. I don't have intrusive thoughts like I used to, or any of that. So I'm not scared. I'm not like paranoid. I've talked to people who think that like people are, the police are trying to find them, and like really that's sort of crazy stuff, for lack of a better word. But I've never had an actual psychotic break. Doctors have told me that I won't if I haven't. But I just sort of have. But what I wanted to say was that I do have the physical symptoms that a lot of people deal with, and I have a myriad of them. And the complicated part about that is, if you're on medication, is it the medication that could be causing symptoms, yada yada yada. But I was off all my meds when a lot of these symptoms started. So I know that's not for me, but anyway, I'm behind this slow ass dump truck. But like, I started a flag football league, and there's usually somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 to 20 people that show up, and I'm always nervous to go there and do these things. But the thing is, once I start running or playing football, I feel like a human being again. I feel normal again. And I think God has been showing me that acceptance and being apart, being forced away from my thoughts is when I start to feel well. But when I sit there and I don't do things and I'm scared, that's when all those thoughts sort of build up, and that pressure builds up for me to not do things. I have this sort of like this battery. I think that we all have this like battery that's for people with chronic fatigue syndrome, anxiety. See, like my number one symptom typically is really just I'm very tired a lot, so it makes me not want to do a lot of things. And there are things that drain that battery, and there are things and most of the things that I'm doing are actually draining batteries. So it's doing a mental inventory or a mental audit of all the things in your life, your relationships, your the things that you're doing, and making sure that first of all you're doing the basics. And I always stress that it's so important. For me, that's not really a big issue. What I'm talking about is exercise, sunlight, social interaction, which social interaction is a tough one for me. But like I said, I'm on my way to a football game to play football today. And being forced to be outside of yourself and outside of your mind, that's when a lot of healing for me takes place, where I start to feel more centered. So the people that just logged in, I just was shooting a quick video about acceptance and true acceptance, and being able to accept yourself and what you're going through is really the key, and is the answer to a lot of people's issues. So, and true acceptance, like I stated and want to state again, is not to question yourself and say, why do I feel this way? When am I going to get better? If your nervous system is already sensitized and you're suffering with these conditions and this cognitive deficit or whatever you want to call it, you're just you're pouring fire on fire, or pouring gas on fire, because you're raising the alarm bells. Something's wrong, something wrong. And there's a lot of things we can't control. If you're in a stress or a burnout, it might take you a week, it might take you a month, it might take you a year to heal. But that healing is never really going to truly start, until you're able to just accept and say, you know what, I'm sick, I'm tired, I am this way, I may not be able to do that. And to me, it's all about balance, because I hear a lot of people say, trying to push and push and push themselves. That also can be, in my opinion, negative, because if you push yourself too hard, what's going to happen is you're going to burn out quicker. But you can't just sit there in your room and ruminate all the time. So it's finding that balance. You finally accepted it? That's awesome. That was awesome because I've been working. So I had accepted it just a month ago because I got a little bit better, and once I start to get a little bit better, it's just wow. I start to make these huge gains. I mean, I'm starting internship programs. My energy level is improving, sleep's improving, everything is good. But I very quickly forget that I need to find balance, and I start to do, and then I fall backward, and then I get upset again. So that's the balance that I'm talking about. For me, is being able to, when I fall back, accept that I'm having a break, and I need to take a break. And by taking a break, worrying, how long is this going to last? Am I going to be better tomorrow or next week, or is this going to be it? Am I going to? That's my problem. And if I can just say, accept, okay, well, I'm sick. It's going to be a while, whatever. And that's where I'll truly start to heal, or we will start to heal. So, what were you saying? I saw that message, and I'm driving, so I can't look down a lot. But you said you had truly accepted it. Are you talking about anxiety, depression, chronic pain? What was it that you were able to accept? Because this modality, but I'm not sure where. Poor coverage. For some reason. What are you able to accept? Tell me about it. I want you guys, if you don't mind, I would like to see what you're accepting. And how that's helping, and you can leave that in the comments too afterward if you want, or shoot me an email. But I know for a fact it works for chronic pain. I know it works for anxiety. I know it works for panic attacks. I know it works for OCD. I had the worst intrusive thoughts you could ever imagine. Thoughts of hurting other people. It was just, I was constantly, like, I'm in my vehicle right now. I'd have these thoughts of, like, jumping out of a vehicle. My brain had completely gone to Crazyville, and I didn't know if I was ever coming back. My thoughts